Hey Aries, welcome to your weekly forecast for August 24th through the 30th. We're going to see what's happening the weekend with this lovely mermaid themed deck here to go with our mermaid and ocean theme for the summer. And then we're going to pull an affirmation for you all from this deck here. So without further ado, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising, let's see what's happening in the week ahead for you all. Keep in mind, my dears, my darlings, that you're going to come across this video whenever you're meant to come across it. So even if you happen to catch this video like a year after I've recorded it and it's not like the week that I'm reading for, know that Spirit brought you here when you were meant to receive the messages, and that you're here because there's some messages here for you. So take what resonates, leave the rest. We're going to see what's happening for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising in the week ahead. Your first card here, my darlings, is routine. Now, this is a card that obviously is going to have the message of getting into a routine and making sure that you're in a routine. If you're feeling overwhelmed or if you're feeling like you can't kind of catch up to everything, then this is going to indicate, kind of having a good balance. Now, something really interesting came for you guys, Aries, in last week's reading, and I'm feeling that same kind of continued energy here in this week's reading with something about a move. Like you guys are going to be moving. So either you've made the move or you're getting ready to move and you're feeling really kind of upside down, or if it's not a physical move, you might not be feeling very grounded. You might kind of be feeling a little bit displaced or out of place. And so I feel like what this card is saying, what you need is some rest. You need some rest. You might be pushing too hard to hurry up and get things done, and you might be clinging too severely. You might be clinging too tightly to, like, this is the way it has to be, or this is how it's supposed to be done, and this is the time I do this, and this is the time I do that. Like, you might kind of need some flexibility so that you're not, tying yourself up to a routine or to whatever the norm is while you're going through some transitions and changes that are taking you out of the norm, right? So I hope you get what I mean by that. This could be a good week to kind of practice going with the flow and incorporating some flexibility, because you might be trying to get to way too much at once. That's the vibe I'm getting with this card for you guys, Aries. Your next card here is magic. So that's resonating that feeling to me, okay? Like there needs to be some playfulness. There needs to be some opening up to possibilities, leaving some space and some room for miracles to happen, for magic to happen, for things to come in and to work out and to fall into place. But again, my dears, I feel some of you might also be feeling very pulled or very drawn to childhood. I think this is especially true for those of you that are preparing for a move. You might be stumbling upon or coming across things from your childhood photos, drawings, letters or things that you'd written, or cards that you had made, or crafts that you have made. I feel some of you are coming across things from your childhood, and it's reminding you of what some of your interests were at the time and the things that you were really into. And I do feel like some of you are feeling pulled or drawn towards certain cartoons or like children's music that really kind of inspired you or shaped you in terms of like who you are today and some of the decisions that you've made. So maybe it's like some of you are finding a new love for your chosen career path or work path, or a new love for yourself and some of the things that you've done and keeping true to your inner child. But again, playfulness, wonder, creativity. I feel like some of you are returning to a book or reading a book or a story from your childhood that you're taking lessons from, that are inspiring you and motivating you. And you're wanting to put that out there for other people. You're wanting to be magic or bring magic into the lives of others. So some of you might be kind of loosening up, as we talked about in the first card, loosening up and bringing a sense of creativity into your life and wanting to bring that into the life of others as well. I feel some of you might even be, this is so very random, and it's not going to be for every single one of you, but some of you might actually be meeting someone whom you feel or seem to be kind of magical. So maybe like some celebrity or public figure that you've always been kind of fascinated with. You might be getting a chance to meet this person or meet this individual for some of you, right? And for some of you, it might become by way of like winning some kind of a contest, or just being in the right place at the right time. And the reason why I said winning some kind of contest, because I felt like a degree of like luck attached to it. Like maybe it's something that wouldn't typically happen, but there's some lucky break happening. And I do feel like some of you are going to get to meet someone who is well known or famous or some kind of public figure whom you find to be very magical, right? And this is all kind of coming in to get that inspiration energy in you, to just keep moving and circulating that inspiration energy through you. Your next card here, my dear Aries, is Muse. Wow. That's not a confirmation. I don't know what is, right? There could be a Muse coming up here for some of you. The purple hair is really jumping out at me. So this could be somebody who you find or you feel to be very unconventional, and that might be inspiring you in some ways. Purple is also the color of intuition, psychic ability, mysticism. So some of you may be feeling drawn to those energies as well, Aries. The crown of flowers is really jumping out at me here as well. So I feel like this is a person or situation that you're really trying to get inside their head. You're trying to figure out how they think, how they see things, how they view the world, how their mind works. I feel like you're kind of analyzing this person or situation and pulling a lot of inspiration for what you're doing through that as well. I do feel that whoever or whatever this muse is, some of this admiration might be from a distance. And so maybe some of you are wanting to get closer or to be more involved. And I'm looking at this card and this figure on the card, and I feel like she could at any moment just kind of go under the water and like disappear. So I feel like some of you are dealing with a person or situation that they might be very fascinating. They might really inspire you. But you're going to want to kind of, if you're wanting to get close to this person, you're going to have to really give this person space and give this person like time to get used to you. This might not be someone who spends a lot of time around people, right? Like, they might be somebody who's really kind of wrapped up in their own creative projects or ideas, or like working on things. They might be someone who really kind of enjoys being in their own space or their own little world. So this might not be someone who's quick about letting people into their world. But with the right approach, for some of you, you might be able to get closer to this person to like, get a feeling of that connection, or their world. I just feel like some of you are like just really wanting to create creativity. And so you may be encountering this creative person and feeling very inspired by them. But again, that's what that feels like to me, my dears. Your next card here, Aries, is intuition. So again, connecting with the intuition. Some of you might be feeling very inspired, you know, through your intuition. You may be tapping into your own intuition, or you may be feeling very inspired by an intuitive person. That purple moon is really jumping out at me there in the background. So I do feel that the next few moon cycles are going to be very significant for many of you in terms of releases, and that you are going to be releasing things that have been blocking your own intuition. Okay, and you're kind of stepping into your own ability and your own intuitive abilities and gifts. I feel, Aries, also some of you might be having certain dreams or little images popping up in your head that are giving you glimpses of the future and the things that you're going to be accomplishing, and people that you might be encountering. And you're beginning to see those things aligning. You're beginning to see those things come together. And some of you might even be receiving a lot of messages through dreams this week regarding the next steps that you'll be taking in your plans, your goals, and your future endeavors. Now, we're going to go ahead and check out your affirmation for the week. And as always, my dears, I encourage you to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos, because some weeks are going to resonate with you more than others. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you want to click on the Calendly link, you can schedule a private reading with me there. And your affirmation here for the week, Aries, is: relationships are assignments for optimal growth and healing. Yeah, so there's some significant relationship that's coming in here for some of you. Okay, with somebody who's really inspiring you. It could be something from a distance. It could be something from afar. And one message I do want to say about this is a lot of people get really hung up on relationships. And then when we think of like spiritual people, you know, we think of like monks, or, you know, like somebody who like goes off and like lives in the mountains, or like in a cave alone. And so then we think that, oh, spiritual people stay away from physical intimacy because it's like a holy thing. And it really has nothing to do with that. The reason why this is a lot of spiritual people live celibate lives, or they live alone, and they're not like quick about being in relationships, is because of the fact that what a lot of people don't realize, love and romance is a way for us to kind of get triggered, like to find where we need to heal, to find where we feel lacking. And so depending on, you know, your circumstances, some people end up in like karmic situations, and it takes a while to heal that and release that. And then other relationships are just ways in which people are getting to know themselves and who they are and what they want, and discover themselves. So relationships help us to grow in this way. Relationships are about growth. A lot of the times people who are on a spiritual path, they're already doing that work. They're already examining themselves. They're already working on themselves. They're already aware of that stuff. They don't need the relationship to help them figure it out or locate it. So some of you maybe are wanting a relationship with a spiritual person, and this is something that you're going to have to kind of keep in mind, right? Like, you know, this might not be somebody who is seeking validation. This might not be somebody who's seeking attention, right? And it doesn't have to be romantic. Maybe this is like a friendship for some of you. But know and understand that, you know, you are going through a time of growth and a time of healing. And things are going to work out as they're meant to work out. You don't have to push it. You don't have to, you know, try to make it happen, right? Like things will happen serendipitously, and things will happen in the way that they're meant to happen for the best and highest good, okay? For you and for everybody else involved. So again, you might want to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks this might resonate more than others. You may want to check out your channeled angel messages for the month, or your love readings for the month. Those are linked in the description. And don't forget, guys, every single month on my Amethyst Angellight Facebook page and Instagram page, I choose a winner for a free 30-minute reading. And I choose another winner for the monthly giveaway. The monthly giveaway prize changes every month. So check those out on the social media pages as well. I post a card of the day, daily messages on there that a lot of people find helpful. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Wishing you a wonderful week, Aries. Take care.